Thailand. And with me today is Tao and Ong from Startup Bangkok. And they do some amazing stuff here in the Bangkok and Thailand startup scene. We're going to learn all about that. So before we jump into that, let's learn a little bit more about these young guys and some amazing stuff that they've been up to and what's led them to this journey here in Bangkok, Thailand. So maybe we kick off with Tao. Tell us more about yourself, and Ong, tell us more about yourself. We want to know where are you guys from and your startup journey today.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Tao. I'm the co-founder of Startup Bangkok. We started Startup Bangkok last year in July, and during that time we were having our own startup in Melbourne, Australia, and we went through some failure together and some success together. So we share the information and we see the value that how can we prevent new generation or new entrepreneurs to do less mistake,
right.
And how can we help them to start up faster with minimum risk.
Okay, and Ong, you guys work together in Melbourne. What did you guys do? Tell us about your startup.
Actually, we set up 3 companies, right?
3.
At the beginning, we start to our company is about setting up party, and we failed from that first company. And the second one is app development. But actually, we don't know how to code, and we just know how to design and the system and the flow of the app. So we manage people, and we know what people want, and then we kind of summarize the idea and transfer this idea, send to the coder in India.
Okay.
So we have partners in India.
Okay.
Yep.
So I mean, I like the fact that you guys said that you failed and you learned, and you failed and you learned. So is that something that is really important in startups? Is resilience from learning from the failures, so that you don't actually fall down, but you actually lift yourself up and keep going on that journey? Is that what it's all about?
So I think it's the part of the journey. Failure is always a part of the journey. And if you're not failed, you're not gonna learn new things. So that's what we're not afraid of, the failure.
And through that journey, you've come now to Bangkok and you've set up Startup Bangkok.
Yep.
Can you tell us more about that?
Startup Bangkok basically is just the platform of Facebook that we just share the ideas, because we learn a lot from Melbourne, and we don't know where to put the ideas that we learn from, because we separate and we walk to many events and learn but separately. So we post the idea that I went through some events, post on Facebook, and he posts on Facebook also. So Facebook page is like a document, and we record everything.
Okay.
And post everything.
Okay.
So basically, we start from not knowing that Startup Bangkok can grow.
Okay.
We just share the ideas that we learn from different places, and it happens to catch some attention.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and that's why we think that, how can, like, simple idea that we share, how can people,
Affects a lot of people.
interest a lot.
Interested, it just expanded. And how big is the community now in Thailand?
Right now, just our community only, we have over 7,000 people.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's keep growing, but steadily, because we are not doing any marketing or anything, just people recommend people.
Yeah, and I mean, for the viewers out there, I just listened to one of their talks, and although most of it was in Thai, but I still understood what was going on remarkably. There was some really good keywords that were being thrown into the mix. And you talked about quite a few things. You talked about accelerator programs, you talked about incubator programs, you talked about lean startups and minimum viable products. But I think for the benefit of all of us in our community, the startup scene and what you're seeing going on in Thailand, what can we take away as a learning curve when we're going on our startup journey, and particularly when we come to organizations like Startup Bangkok, the members of the Thai community would come to you and they'd be looking for advice, for example. What kind of advice can you give as a base for those who are starting off in their journey?
So actually we can support your idea from day one, because we are building the online system that allows people to share their ideas and get it validated quicker, and as well as see the potential of the growth in the future. And this is the channel that everyone can connect to mentors around the world and also investors to work on the continuation of the project. And this is what we are doing. Apart from that, we can support you if you guys from any countries, right, all around the world. If you want to come here and start your company or work from Thailand, I think it's a good place to work. So everything is already prepared and it's ready for anyone to come in.
A lot of people fail because they are afraid to fail. I think the way that we pass through that, because we're not afraid, we just move on. Because if you fail in this time, it's not fail like in moms and dad period. That time is no internet, right? Today you can create a new company without invest that much. So startup is the new way of creating new things, and I think it's the way that new generation should do. I think you fail this time, you can get up and create new things and learn fast and not afraid to fail.
And then hopefully on that journey you achieve success in a bigger way as you go.
I think it's gonna grow like exponential, because we can see the trend from Silicon Valley and from Southeast Asia, because Singapore is the center of startup in Southeast Asia, and I think Thailand has a lot of potential, like countries, the food and the travel, the area of working place that already support, and now government already jump into this scene to support all the startup. We can be foreigners who come and work here, and also Thai startup that have an idea and wants to grow. I think a lot of things happen and ready to support the people who want to start something.
When you think about Bangkok, it's not only mean the geolocation just in Thailand, but if you think as a region, the center of the region that combines 10 countries, that's the huge potential, the huge market for your startups. Actually, Thailand is I think it's one of the main locations of ASEAN region, which consists of 10 countries, and the population in total is over 600 million. So for the market size, it's absolutely big, and for the infrastructure, the readiness of everything, the living standard, the living cost, I think it's one of the best places in the world to start your own startup. Even you are bootstrapping, right? Everything here is a lot cheaper. You can raise money overseas and you can spend your time here, and you can maybe extend your spending more than double if you stay in Thailand, right? And everything is nice, people is nice, the weather is nice, internet is good, you can travel, you can enjoy life, you can working, right? Everything is ready, so please come and join us.